Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Well, he's a man of his word. Say what you want about him, like him or not. Donald Trump keeps his word. He said F around, you're gonna find out. Well, I'm telling you guys, Adam West and Burt Ward were a great Batman Robin. Michael Keaton and Chris O'Donnell were a good Batman Robin. Donald J. Trump and Bibi Netanyahu are the best Batman Robin team. Obviously, they lit up Iran. They have taken out the Ayatollah Khomeini. But I want to talk about this more in a local New York way. Zohran Mamdani, Zohran Mamdani, he chimed in on this. Now, does he have the right to chime in? Sure, he does. But what he said makes absolutely no sense, which is what we have seen when this guy talks. Nothing makes sense. Makes you scratch your head if you have common sense, if you have a brain in your head, if you are not a lead paint chip eater. Okay, now I would play the clip of what he said, but I'm not editing videos, so I just want to read to you his quote. Now, honestly, someone could have asked him this question in a presser, and this was just his response. I ask Russian hockey players, Russian MMA, and Russian boxers their thoughts on actions of Vladimir Putin. I know I'm not getting a response, but it's always interesting to me what guys say to make a non-response a response. Before I get into that, guys, please like the video, share it, hit that subscribe button. Tell me what you think about Mamdani. Tell me what you think is going to happen in Iran. So here's what he said, and I'm going to read it to you exactly the way he said it. That this is a catastrophic escalation, illegal act of war of aggression, bombing cities, killing civilians, opens a new theater of war. Americans do not favor a war in pursuit of regime change. They don't want forever wars. Now that last part is true. Nobody wants a forever war. Nobody wants to see civilians get killed. However, in a war, it happens. The correct answer that Zohran should have said when somebody says, hey, what's your opinion of this? Or if he just came out with the quote on his own, then he truly is Mamdani. He should have said something to the effect of, I am concerned with the issues of New York City, mostly. I don't have a say on federal issues, and just left it at that. Now, look, we all hate the AOC, Omar, and Pritzker, and Hakeem Jeffries, and Chuck Schumer, and all those, and Gavin Newsom, and all those knuckleheads, right? Well, in fairness, they're all on the federal level, so they can chirp about this, right? Whether they're placating people or not, they can, and they have. I mean, AOC wrote a letter to Trump, for Christ's sake, about this, and I think she needs to go back to the bar and slob some knob. But anyways, the real evil part of Mamdani, Zohran Mamdani, opening up his mouth about this is he's Muslim. He is Muslim. He had no issues whatsoever when Iran goes and attacks other countries through their proxies. He has no issue when the Ayatollah Khomeini kills over 30,000 of his own people, just savages them. He has no comment. But he has comments about this. He has no comment when Iran goes and attacks other countries, Muslim countries. They just bombed, and not just American bases, okay? They went after everybody in these countries. Now, were they effective? Not really, like 99% ineffective, but they fired missiles at hotels, okay? Jordan, Muslim country. Mamdani didn't have a problem with that. Same thing with Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, Iraq. All those countries are Muslim countries, and yet the Muslim mayor doesn't say jack diddly squat and say, hey, what are you doing? This is not right. Especially since all those countries said they had nothing to do with it. Your man, dummy, keeps his mouth shut. He keeps that goat effing, carpet praying mouth silent. Okay, he could have said, hey, I have other issues I have to worry about here in New York City. I screwed up a snowstorm and a blizzard. I screwed up a snowball fight where cops were assaulted. I've lied to the people of New York about buses being free and rent freezes. He threatens to raise taxes by 10%. I'm about to lie to New Yorkers about fixing potholes that are about to form and about the kick up in crime that's going to happen. I'm telling you guys, Helen Keller sees what's going to happen in New York in the spring and especially in the summer, especially around the 4th of July. Crime is going to shoot up like a freaking space shuttle. And he's not prepared. Correction. He is prepared for it. He's going to let it all happen. You know, for 50 years under Ayatollah Khomeini, they have chanted death to America and death to Israel. Well, guess what, Ayatollah? Those who smelt it, dealt it. Okay, ever since February of 1979, he has terrorized not only the Middle East, but the planet through those proxies. So who can replace Khomeini? Well, Reza Pahlavi is looked at as a guy who is going to be a big part of a new government. And he was on the PBD podcast, and he's somebody who, I'm not going to say I like him, but he talks common sense. He said he wants Iran to become part of the Abraham Accords. He wants to recognize Israel immediately. Now, just look at it like this. Iran is the leading country of state terrorism, right? Well, if you take them out of that line of work, if you take them out, bye-bye Houthis, bye-bye Muslim Brotherhood, bye-bye Hamas, Hezbollah, goodbye to all of them. Okay, China and Russia ain't gonna pay all their stuff. North Korea isn't going to pay for them all. I ran out of the picture, the terrorist, line of work. It couldn't return to what it was pre-1979. Iran was a beautiful country. Women didn't have to cover up. It was a beautiful spot. God willing, Hashem willing, this can actually be the first step to true peace. And if there's real peace in the Middle East, there will be peace around the world. It is the biggest key. It is the first big domino that has to fall. And I think with the Ayatollah gone, I think there's a good chance. But again, on a New York perspective, how can the Muslim mayor, the first Muslim mayor of New York, Zohran Mamdani, not stand up for his Muslim countries? He has no... How in the blue hell did he not condemn Iran from lobbing bombs, missiles, to Muslim countries? Make that make sense, folks. Make it make sense. As a matter of fact, Iran is lucky that Jordan and Saudi didn't combine and just light Iran up and tell the United States and Israel, get out, let us handle this. That's why, look, you got people in Times Square marching against this. Really? White liberals know anything about Iran? White liberals couldn't find Iran, Gaza. White liberals, especially white Jewish female liberals, couldn't find their way out of a wet paper bag with an arrow pointing the way out. It just pisses me off beyond recognition. Look at the people in the country. Look at what their response is. Parades, dancing in the streets, thanking Trump and Bibi. Could you imagine in the streets of Iran, people, instead of saying death to America, death to Israel, thanking Trump and Bibi for this? This is the part of the Wizard of Oz where we all sing, ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Now, should other guys have to fall? Yes. And I'm sure they will. I hope that this doesn't leave a vacuum that it did in Iraq. But seriously, for Iran to go lobbing missiles at Muslim countries, not too smart. Not too much brain power being used there, guys. I guarantee you, under the radar, they're all happy. They all know what Iran was. And again, for Mamdani to not have a problem with Muslims being killed all over the place, just slaughtered by Iran, shows you that he's a real evil POS. It's not his place to say anything. He has enough issues on his own table. And again, I'm not surprised about Omar. I'm not surprised about AOC. I'm not surprised about Hakeem Jeffrey shooting his mouth off either. Don said we're giving you a deadline and he's keeping to it. The guy's making the planet safe. So guys, do me a favor. Please like the video, share it. Tell me if you like the political stuff that I'm doing now. Subscribe to their channel. And in the description box, right above it, there's a quiz question. Answer it. Check out the Psyche Prod's Facebook page. And till the next video, Cyclone saying, peace out, homies.